I
Super
am
Bowl.
very excited about this Bills Ravens game. My bad. I
No,
know.
no, no, no. Thank you for bringing us back to the topic.
Correct.
I'm very excited about this game. I think this is I don't want to say last chance. Obviously, both these guys are great. They've been competing for the championship for years. Thank you, Damien. Aaron Brooks, another good one. But this to me is both teams' best shot to beat Kansas City. And that's why there's so much on the line here for them. In the first meeting at the beginning of the season, the Ravens beat the brakes off of the Bills. Josh had his worst game of the season. These niggas had zero answer for Derrick Henry, and I do think that's going to be a storyline that we're not talking about. Derrick Henry's impact on it. We'll get to actually who we think is going to win on Friday and give picks, but that's from a storyline. I can't remember a quarterback battle like this that I feel like so much is riding on from a narrative perspective, because even though we've had great games with Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow even beating Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow, one of the only two quarterbacks to beat Patrick Mahomes in a playoff game, him and Tom Brady. And you had the couple games between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. There was never a question about who was the better quarterback between those two. Depending on who you ask, there's a lot of varying answers you'll get about who's the better quarterback between Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. I was firmly in the Josh Allen's better than Lamar Jackson camp, and I changed my mind this year. I think when it comes to generational talents in the NFL at quarterback, there's only two. There's Mahomes and there's Lamar. The way I've seen Lamar throw the ball this year has been incredible, and I got to give it a lot of that to Todd Monken and the way he's changed it. He made you show the difference between him and Greg Roman when it comes to play calling. But I'm excited about this game. I think this is definitely going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a close game. But we all know the MVP isn't decided in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure they vote when the regular season's over. And if you look at who became the All-Pros, it feels like the Lamar Jackson is rightfully the favorite once again. But the conversation about who should be MVP in the public perception is going to be determined on Sunday night. Courtney, tell me about your excitement for this game and what are you expecting from this game?
I just really want to see Lamar be great. I don't want it to shape the conversation that we have, especially since obviously it's who's gonna, it's MVP talk, right? I just would hate to see the Ravens with all of the weapons that they have go out sad, and then just think about what the conversations are going to look like on Monday. Oh, well, Josh Allen did this with freaking Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid and Khalil Shakir, and it's not going to be a good look for Lamar, who's had to deal with these doubts and these people that have doubted him for that would suck. I would hate that for him. I'm not a Ravens fan, but that would really, I feel like it might set him back. I feel like it might set him back. Obviously, somebody's got to lose. It should not be the Ravens, but I feel like this would set him back again and put him back in a spot where he kind of has to prove himself again, if you know what I mean.
I do believe there's way more on the line for Lamar than Josh Allen, just because narrative wise, even if the Bills lose, it's gonna be like, well, look what the Bills did. Nobody expected them to get this way. Like on top of him being a black quarterback, there's way more on the line for Lamar, and there's gonna be a lot more unfair Lamar narratives for him, especially if he plays bad, than it will be for Josh Allen. Bang, what's your take on this matchup?
Hey man, this right here is high quality football. This right here is high. This is what make rivalries. This is when you get those Steve Young versus Troy Aikman. You get the Dan Marino versus like whoever. Like this is what we're talking about here. Like I love this matchup. I love everything about this matchup. This is must-see television. Can't wait for this matchup. particularly 1 and 2 in the MVP voting. I think Lamar got more All-Pro votes, so a lot of people think it is going to lean toward more Lamar because of the MVP voting and stuff like that. But no, I can't wait for this matchup. It does not feel like it's the closest to. This is like that Super Bowl matchup you want to see, or that NFC or AFC championship you want to see, but you're not going to see it because you got Patrick Mahomes over there. Like, this is what it is. I can't wait for this. I might not even put a FanDuel bet up for this. I might just watch this as a normal fan.
This is like if in wrestling, you know what this kind of reminds me of? This kind of reminds me of not when it was The Rock and Stone Cold, because to me that's Mahomes and Burrow. But this is kind of like when Triple H would have good matches with Kurt Angle.
Yes.
Yeah, that to me is what this is like, if we're going to use a wrestling comparison. And I do feel that there's been a lot of unfair criticism for Lamar this year. If we even look at the way they worded, who had the most total touchdowns? Now, before, when you would bring up total touchdowns for Lamar, it was, we don't really care about the running. Now it only matters. Even when they call the games, it'll be a run. And as big of a Josh Allen fan as I am, that we've seen Lamar do that same run countless times, but it gets reacted to differently. And that's why I think it's here. That's why I think it's going to be a close game. But like I said, like somebody said, I'm betting 2 Allen touchdowns, 2 Henry touchdowns. Yeah, The Rock versus Triple H. That's a good one. You know what I'm saying? But even then, I think if Joe Burrow's in, that's why I would look at. Because to me, the 2 spots are solidified. I think it's Mahomes and Burrow. But this is definitely Triple H angle. But I think the wild card here is Derrick Henry. Like, we're looking at the quarterback matchup, but the Bills had a terrible time trying to stop Derrick Henry early in the season. This is why you also win these games. This is where losing the games that the Ravens had no business losing early on the season might bite them, because they got to go to Buffalo. I would feel way more confident about their chances if they had to come to the bank. Out there, Bills Mafia, and not that they can't play in weather, because they can, but it's going to be a little different for this defense on the Ravens. Ravens defense has closed the season well, but it's a lot different playing Josh Allen than it is playing Russell Wilson. And that, to me, is where it's going to be decided defensively and also in the running back department, because I think Derrick Henry is going to have a game. But from a quarterback standpoint, this is going to be incredible.
So cool. Triple double hat trick, I know the code too. Ice trade, go for trade, yeah, we cold too. Getting paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not